All right, y'all, this video is going to concentrate on the history of the Ku Klux Klan, okay? Now, originally, the Klan was founded by this man right here. His name is Nathan Bedford Forrest. If you've ever watched Forrest Gump, the movie, which is fictional, by the way, Forrest was named after his relative, Nathan Bedford Forrest, who had started the Klan, okay? So, originally, the Klan was a harmless organization. It was not a bad thing, okay? Originally. It's going to quickly turn into something bad, okay? All right, so what it was a club. It was just a gentleman's club of ex-Confederate officers. And they would get together, they would have some drinks, smoke cigars, and play poker, and they would talk about old war stories from the Civil War. That's all it was at first. But they started, after a while, talking about how to control the black people, okay? They started talking about how angry they were that they had been disenfranchised. And they were coming up with schemes of how to make sure to take power away from black Republicans that voted for the carpetbaggers and try to put it in the hands of white Democrats that are wealthy in the South. So very rapidly, we're talking within months of its inception, the Klan turned from this harmless organization to a violent terrorist organization, and they've been that way ever since, basically. So Nathan Bedford Forrest, the guy who originally started the Klan, actually said, basically, I don't want to have anything to do with this. The Klan should be disbanded, and we should quit, okay? As soon as it turned violent, he wanted out, and he wanted everybody else out too. But the genie was already out of the bottle. It was already too late.
Water.
Anybody need water? Okay. All right. So the next thing, multiple choice 13 early KKK goals. One of their goals was to overthrow the Republican state governments. Y'all, these were the carpetbaggers that were ripping the South off. They want these guys out of here, and they want to install their own people. Help planters control former slaves. Now, unfortunately, things got way worse for black people during this time. So when the Klan pops up in the 1860s and 1870s, black people are no longer seen as property. They are free men and women. But the problem is, if it's not property, if they are not property, then there's no incentive for the white people that are down south, it's white Southern Democrats, to actually take care of their well-being. So this is when you see the lynchings. This is when you see the beatings, the whippings. And it's to control the planters. It's not to control, it's control the sharecroppers, not to control the slaves before. Used to, and I know there were beatings during slavery, don't get me wrong, that happened a lot. But it got way worse after slavery because these people didn't see them as taking care of property anymore. They saw them as worthless animals in some cases, which is pretty bad. So a lot of black people believe that this time after slavery was actually worse for their living conditions, okay? So one other goal is to stop black political rights, okay? They wanted to stop black people from voting, again, because they had been freed by the Republican Party, they voted Republican, and that meant the Southern Democrats could not actually control everything. All right, the KKK became a terrorist organization. General Nathan Bedford Forrest, the Klan founder, wanted it disbanded, okay? We are going to come back to the Klan later on. The Klan has actually had 4 different versions of itself. Each one, except the last one, has died off. Each one, kind of gets less and less effective. The most effective Klan was the 1920s Klan, which we'll discuss in the 1920s chapter, okay?